What is good, everybody? It's your man EC1. Where you hide and turn on the camera. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you make sure you're not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, dude. But I apologize, folks. I was supposed to do it at 9:30 with him. I fell asleep. Somehow my alarm, I guess, went off. I didn't know about it. So yeah, man, we decided to do it at 11:30. Frankly, so he can do his own show because he loves, to do his own show. We're just gonna call it the where you hiding Rating with the Rival show because that's what it was. Rating with the Rival. So yeah, whatever. So anyway, sorry to stumble. Stutter. We are back 11:30 p.m. Figured to do a stream and talk about the Eagles joint practice. How you doing, Ray Hiding? How do you feel today, man?
I'm feeling good. I heard that joint practice is very good. 2 days in a row for Jalen Carter. I He is getting to Deshaun Watson like it is nothing, and I can't wait to discuss this with Eagles champ over here.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, Jalen Carter's going to be defensive rookie of the year. And the fact that he dropped to us at that time, and the fact that he dropped to us at 8, you got probably one of the best. You do got one of the best defensive players in this draft. Who other than Will Anderson has a chance to be defensive rookie of the year? You know, I've been looking at a lot of people. They think that this guy can't get doubles. I'm telling you right now, this guy's going to be the best player on his team. I'm telling you right now. I mean, he has everything you want. He has speed, power. He's not afraid to just. I mean, he's putting guys like offensive line who are Pro Bowlers on the ass. Tell me how he's not going to contribute to this team. I think he's going to contribute way more than people think. People tell me he's going to be a rotational guy. I don't see that. You could definitely see him take Fletcher Cox snaps a little bit, man. This guy is everything you want in the Philadelphia. And I'm gonna tell you like this, like I told we hiding last time. I think when it's all said and done, he will be better than Fletcher Cox in his rookie year. I feel like Jalen Carter will be a better player than Fletcher Cox. Now, saying Fletcher Cox is not good because Fletcher Cox is a dog. He's been a legend in as an Eagle player. But when you look
Yes,
at Jalen Carter's talent, when you look at what he brings, I think he's going to be a better player.
that's a bit of a reach, but I definitely see it. I definitely see it. He has a lot of potential. Let's see if he can live up to the hype. Um, I really want him to be better than Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox is great. He's a legend in Eagles history. But at the end of the day, I just got to see it. I think we will see it,
I'm calling it right
but
now.
yeah, at the same time, it is a reach.
No, not to cut you off, but there's no reach. Look what this guy's doing. He had a rookie. He's putting guys on their ass. He's
Yeah.
putting guys on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He's putting guys like Deshaun Watson in the fear mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be better than Fletcher Cox in his rookie year. Y'all can say, "Oh, it's a reach." I'm telling you, bro, when it's not. This
Yeah.
guy's been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? People just now see it, but he's been doing it since Georgia. He's the reason why, like everybody told Jordan Davis, and I love Jordan Davis, but the real dude is the one we got in Philadelphia. That's Jalen Carter. Jalen
Yeah.
Carter is the one who put fear in a lot of defenses, and you got him at 8. Come on, man. Like
Mm.
this guy is a disruptor. This guy's a generational talent. This guy's a dog at a level that no one has seen him before. Even Fletcher Cox said, "I've never seen a rookie like that because it's never
Yeah.
happened." When have you seen a rookie put two offensive linemen like the Cleveland Browns on a behind? He literally bull rushed them like they nothing.
Yeah.
Like, so no, I don't think it's a reach. I think what's all said and done, he will be better than Fletcher Cox in his whole NFL Eagles career. Now, I'm not saying Fletcher Cox is not a legend because Fletcher Cox is a legend in Philadelphia. Him and Brandon Graham will go down as one of the best players in Eagles history when it's all said and done. But the real
Okay. So I
is,
got a question for you.
go ahead.
Outside of the Eagles organization, do you think he'll be better than Aaron Donald when it's all said and done? I
Yes.
think that could be possible too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is possible. I mean, Jalen Carter has the high ceiling. People could say what they want, but Jalen Carter has the high ceiling that you want. I mean, this kid is getting better every day. So, that's just my opinion. And whether it comes true or not, listen, I think Jalen Carter is going to be a dog when it's all said and done. I think he's going to be better than Fletch Cox in his whole NFL Eagles career. And it's not a reach because he's putting guys on the ass who are literally Pro Bowlers. You're telling me a rookie is making offensive linemen rethink how they want to go against him. Like he's
And
spending
here
X
and
on that.
here's another thing though. He had our own offensive line, who is one of the best in the NFL,
Yeah.
literally strategize for this guy and change up and get in their bag for him.
Mm-hmm. Now let me go over the notes today. What's up, David Eagle Champ? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? How do you feel about the joint practices today? With a mic trouble. Okay. Um, but let's go over training camp notes today. Eagles defense line was the story of the day. The Browns first team offensive line had no answers for Sweat,
Damn it, man.
Nolan, Carter, Davis, Cox, or Barnett. We're going to skip Barnett because we don't want to talk about it. But he had a
No.
good day. Uh, who all either had a sack or a pressure. So that just tells me that this defense is getting at. And I've been saying all along, I believe Jonathan Gannon was a problem. Look how much pressure they're giving this offensive line. You know what I'm saying? We saw it preseason. What did we see from Sean Desai? He was blitzing.
Pressure.
You know what I'm saying? He was blitzing. Josh Sweat had two would-be sacks, and Jalen Carter had one to go along with a creative havoc, won multiple plays. Eagles offense had a ton of positives to take away from today as well. Hurts did what he'd been doing in team drills, and a 7-7 carving up a defense with throws to AJ, Devontae, Dallas, and Zacchaeus.
Yep.
Eagles running game was so dominant when they got a chance, which featured Swift breaking off a 40-plus yard TD to go along with Penny getting a few big rushes. Seemed like the Eagles were getting 5+ yards every carry. That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah. And make sure you leave this description of this article in the description.
I'm reading on my phone.
Yeah, make sure you leave the link in that description the source of where you're getting this information from.
Oh, it's from Philly Nation. You can look them up on Twitter. It's at Philly Nation, @ Philly Nation.
Excellent.
Landon Dixon left practice early with a foot injury. He was in a locker room after practice in a good spirit, seemed to be walking it fine, according to what the report. And that scares me because one thing about joint practice is I don't want my offensive line to get banged up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you need them 17 games. That's the thing that I get worried. When I see Hassan Reddick going down with a thumb injury, I get Jalen Reagor flashbacks. I mean, when he got hurt. Remember when he got hurt? He had a thumb injury?
It was a TCL injury, and he was still able to play week 1. So Hassan Reddick will be starting for week 1. He's not going to miss any time other than preseason.
And he used Josh shows a lot of first-team reps, which is pretty noteworthy for his roster, making the status. Think he's pretty much a lock. Okay. Jason Kessler also got banged up today near the end of the practice. He told reporters he was fine. Jacoby Dean took all the stats with the first team and looked really good. I got to see him play preseason, man. I know you want to hold him back, but I got to see Jacoby Dean. Jacoby Dean is that captain on that defense. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, you don't want to see him rusty going into week 1.
No, I don't. He had press breakups, and then pretty much the last one would be Reed Blankenship picked up Watson. Zach Cunningham tipped the pass, so linebackers are making plays, and Myles Garrett was wrecked a few against the Eagles' first-team offensive line. So, yeah, there was a lot of mixed reports, but so far, I mean, it looked good.
Reed Blankenship needs to be our safety. I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Sidney Brown is making headlines, dude. Like, today I love the fact that he said that he wants to be feared, and that's the type of safety I want. I don't want that safety to go into mindset like, I don't want to put my head down because I'm worried about a fight. No, put your head down and go to work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And for the naysayers out there who are trying to expose Eagles Champ, for those who are trying to expose Eagles Champ, he is happy to be wrong about his initial reaction to Sidney Brown.
Well, I've been telling people that too. So if they can't get it through the this time, that's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was wrong. I'm not going to – when I make a video or I say something, it's just my raw reaction. I'm not the one that's going to write down notes saying, today I feel like just to criticize Sidney Brown because I don't like him. I don't do that, bro. It is. So, I mean, it is what it is. I was wrong. It happens. But I wasn't wrong with the other ones. I said J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was going to be buns, and I was right about that one. I said Jalen Reagor wasn't going to be good. I was right with that one. I said that. What else? Yeah. So far I'm 2 out of 1. So I'll take that. It is
Two
what
out
it
of three,
is.
you mean?
And he picks up assignments unaccounted for. Yeah, I mean he's turning heads, and I can
Yeah,
respect. So it is what it is. But like I said, man, I believe this Eagles defense is just stacked, and I think
yeah.
Sean Desai's going to do really good things. And that's what I'm saying. When you look at this Eagles team, are you worried about this defense? Because the other than the linebackers, which I'm very nervous about, if one
Yeah.
of those guys like the Kobe Dean go down, who you going to get? Who you going to trust? You know, I think that you bring Miles Jack in, Cunningham, but are they world beaters? No. But do I think they can fill in the role? Yes, I do. You know,
We did lose a linebacker. Um, I believe we lost him for the season. I believe.
Sean Bradley, yeah, but he was more of a
Yeah, Sean
special
Bradley.
teams
Yeah.
player. And I don't understand why he was playing, dude. Like, why would you play one of your starters when he's been proven? Like, I guess
And
he
why
don't.
would you not go with N'Kobe Dean and get him some experience, get him some, playing time?
Yeah, let's also roll him up in bandage and bubble wrap so he don't get hurt.
Oh God, let's not treat him that special.
But like literally, like I think that N'Kobe Dean is going to be like if people are worried about N'Kobe Dean and people say, well, do you think N'Kobe Dean going to start week 1? I'm like, and my logic is people got to relax on N'Kobe Dean, dude. Like if you think that he's going to jump out the cannon and be that elite guy out of nowhere, don't forget he didn't play any snaps last year. So people got to be very patient with this guy. This guy's a third rounder. You know what I'm saying? He was originally supposed to be in the first round. Somebody fell to us, but it's going to take some time. Do I think he's going to be good? Yes, I do. I truly believe N'Kobe Dean is that dude. You don't go to Georgia, you don't become that elite guy without worth ethic. You don't become that guy and win championships without having that established uh, uh, um, that elite defense, the elite defensive playmaking that he has. You don't
Yeah.
become that. Georgia just don't sign bums. They signed the best, and the Kobe Dean was the best linebacker in the group, other than Walker, who's a Jacksonville Jaguar. So I truly
Mhm.
believe that Kobe Dean is going to be that guy.
Uh, I don't think the staff has confidence in him. I really don't think so. There's a thing that's in the back of my mind is kind of going like, maybe they don't trust this guy for some odd reason.
Why do you say that?
We don't see much of him. It's just that simple.
But do we not see much of him because they don't want to they don't want him to get hurt, or do you believe that they you, do you believe they signed these guys for N'Kobe Dean? Because I believe they signed them because they saw weakness at linebacker and they said
Yeah.
N'Kobe Dean goes down, we're screwed. Like
Yes.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think they're trying to baby him and cuddle him, keep him away from harm's way. But you got to play him and get him some experience.
But see, here's my issue with that, right? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but when you look at it, they could have signed T.J. Edwards back. They had the money to do that. T.J.
Yeah,
Edwards wasn't getting paid that much. When you
I
look at
was.
the
I
contract, it
wouldn't.
wasn't that much.
I
You know,
wouldn't mind having him back. It's just let's get some depth along with him.
who?
I wouldn't have mind bringing T.J. Edwards back,
But that's what I'm
but
saying.
let's get some more guys behind him though.
But that's what I'm saying. If they didn't believe in the Kobe Dean, they would have signed T.J. Edwards back. The fact that they let him walk shows me they have confidence in T.J. Edwards. If they
And
didn't
here's
believe
the
in
thing.
Kobe
And
Dean,
here's the thing. I'm thinking they get rid of T.J. Edwards because they have confidence in the Kobe Dean, but nope, we haven't seen him so far much.
and I'm hoping we see him week 1 because he got to
Yeah.
show me. Because I don't think they're going to play him in preseason. I think they're going to say joint practice. Because Nick Snyder, what does he say? He says he looks at joint practice as what real games, right? So
Yeah.
I don't see the starters playing. I don't see Jalen Hurts playing this week. I don't see because the Browns coach said that he's not starting the players. So if they're not starting, I guarantee the Eagles players are not starting. So no Kobe Dean's not playing this week. You're probably going to have to see him to week 1, which stinks because again, how rusty is he going to be? Because we've seen joint practice. It's not real game action. You're not really putting guys on the ground like in joint practice. You're not really doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is real football contact. Like,
yeah.
but if it helps them win, it wins. I mean, football is changing. Back then we saw a lot of people hit.
I mean, let him see the feel for the joint practice. It's only two hand touch.
Yeah, but again, but it's different than week one when you actually hit it.
Yeah,
So again, how rusty will Jalen Hurts be? How rusty would this offensive line be? How rusty will this defense be? You know, which means he would be in the starting lineup. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. If they don't believe in the Kobe Dean, then go give me my guy Patrick Queen. Right? Go.
yeah.
You got a bunch of first round picks. Go out there. I know they don't believe in linebacker, but listen, you need linebacker in this league. You cannot
Yes, he
have a
did.
weak linebacker. They would carve this defense up. Okay, you got good safeties, you got good defense, but your linebackers weak. Let's attack the linebackers, and that's what they did last year. You know what I'm saying? So unless they think Nolan Smith could be that guy at linebacker, eh, I don't know, man. I'm hoping to listen. I think I have 100% trust in the Kobe Dean to be that guy. I truly believe he's that dude. So I
Hmm.
hope he won't let me down because I don't want to look silly on my last year.
Yeah,
So anyway, guys, I appreciate you for coming on, bro. Sorry for the late live stream, man. We it happens, but so yeah.
yeah. Please forgive us.
What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. And if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe. Go subscribe to my man. Where you hiding? With the profile. I told him to show his face. He just wants to be hiding under a profile. But I'm mad as where you hiding. It is what it is, bro. David Eagle champ having problems with his mic. His phone gave up after him talking about the Cowboys and all that stuff.
That means we're gonna have to get used to seeing 5 or 6 DBs on a play, and we really need some speed at linebacker. Though I really want to see linebackers on the field.
So they're saying Jalen Carter was reported, and this is from NFL Rookie Watch with an X and an H. They're saying that Jalen Carter was reportedly the star of the defense at Eagles joint practice with Cleveland today. Here, let me put it up real quick, because I shared this. They're saying that Jalen Carter is creating havoc, and that's a good thing because that
Mm.
means he's that good. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe Jalen Carter is going to be that dude. When it's all said and done, I think he's going to be better than Fletcher Cox.
I
You know?
think it's I think it's even more impressive how he's evading these double teams, though.
Well, I mean, they have to plan for him, and that's crazy because I've never seen the Eagles' offense line playing for anybody. They usually have it down.
Mm.
But now Mulata's getting beat against Miles Garrett. Do you worry about that? Because I don't
You
worry
say
about it.
you say what?
Miles Garrett is destroyed my Mulata today. I heard.
Oh God, yeah, Mulata's still gonna have. Yeah, he still has some flaws, but he's still a good offensive lineman. He'll find a way to get it together.
So they're saying Jalen Carter was reportedly the star of the defense at the Eagles joint practice with Cleveland today. Carter reportedly recorded 2 sacks, a tackle for a loss, a fumble recovery, a quarterback hit, and a man nearly caused an interception. I
Mm.
mean, the list is crazy how much he's put it in. He's already created a fumble. He's already created 2 sacks. He's created. I mean, listen, this guy is going to be a nightmare for offensive line. I don't care who
Mm.
you have in the backfield. You can have Deuce Vaughn. You can have Saquon Barkley. I'm telling you, this defense is going to be lights out. I think it's going to be number one.
So,
I
what's
really,
your sack prediction for Jalen Carter?
I think he's going to have 15 sacks and will be defensive rookie of the year.
I'll give him 11. Not bad for a rookie. Not half bad.
Okay,
I
okay.
got Hassan Reddick at 12. I got Hassan Reddick at 12 and a half, by the way.
I don't think he's going to have the same year like he had last year. I think teams are going to adjust him. They're going to do is they're going to try to take away Hassan Reddick. They're going to try because he's been a disruptor. If I'm the team,
Now,
I
now
want Hassan
Hassan
Reddick in
Reddick.
my quarterback.
Now Hassan Reddick is still going to be nice out there,
No,
but
I'm not
not
saying he won't be, but I don't think
not
it's going to have the same impact like last year. I think Jalen Carter is going to take a lot of pressure away from the other guys. I think that they're going to focus on Hassan Reddick, and it's going to leave guys like Jalen Carter wide open to hit the quarterback. And it's going to leave
Mhm.
guys like Sweat. I have Milton Williams having a big year. I really do. I think Milton Williams is going to take a huge step. I think
Yeah.
Jogo, if he makes the team, I think he's going to. I think this defense is going to be scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, Nolan Smith could have a good year. I mean, let's talk about it. If you're offensive line, who are you going to double team? Who are you double teaming? Okay, you want to double team Fletcher Cox? Cool. We got Jordan Davis right there. Or you want to double team both of them? Cool. We got Brandon Graham right there. Or you want to double him too? Now you got Jalen. Like, this is a problem with offensive line. How do you stop this defense?
Yeah.
How do you stop this defense?
You're going to have to get the ball out quick. It's going to have to be a 3 or 5 step drop if you're a quarterback. And however, if you're the running game, like, what can you do? I have no answers for the running game.
And you got an offense like the Eagles who can score points. I mean, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for teams to try to find a way to stop us. Because we're going to be, I'm telling you right now, Sean Desai is going to blitz a lot more than you think he is. You know, people think that he's a Jonathan Gannon. I've been saying he's not that dude. You know, he's going to show more blitz, which is going to hurt quarterbacks' pride because they're going to have to go in the game like, okay, I see Jalen Carter right here, Jordan Davis right here, Nolan Smith right here, Hassan Reddick right here, Joshua, like, dude, and you can put guys in too.
Okay, so I got an interesting question for you. What if we bait on play action? Do you count on our corners to have enough speed to be able to keep up with these wide receivers?
Yeah, I mean, you got Darius Slay and Bradbury. Why wouldn't I? I expect Maddox to be just as good.
Yes.
You know, and I also think that and this is what I've been preaching with Jonathan Gannon to do, and he didn't do it last year. And when he did do it, you saw the results. We shut down Justin Jefferson last year, right? You're going to have to press up on the receivers. Look who you have to go against. You got Stephon Diggs. You got Tyreek Hill, and you got what's the other guy's name? Waddle, right? So you got to press up on these receivers. You cannot let them one-on-one. They will kill you like that. So that's I believe that Sean Desai is going to do that because Sean Desai, let me tell you something. Sean Desai is a teacher. Jonathan Gannon was a guy who was just hired because he had freaking sunglasses on his face.
Well, Jonathan Gannon was just there.
Yeah, well, you know, he was an absolute bum and he was a joke. And I'm glad he's
he is, and I'm glad he's gone too. And I hope we win that little scandal against him too.
I still think we should have more picks if you want to be real. Like I feel like we should have taken off the roster.
I think they should give us Zach Ertz back or something. Isaiah Simmons or something.
If I could take one guy off the roster, give me Buda Baker. Give me
yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants to win.
I think Buda Baker would be perfect. Or Isaiah Simmons. Either one.
For sure. But what are your thoughts about training camp? What do you like so far? And you know, like
well, I can tell you what I like. I like the fact that the offensive linemen are actually game planning against Jalen Carter, and he's putting people on their ass.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
He got
this
the
guy
offensive
has,
line.
I told
getting
where
in
you're
the
hiding
bag.
this. I told where you're hiding this is. I think this guy has the potential to be the next Jerome Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I said Fletcher Cox. I think he was going to be better than Fletcher Cox, but you said Jerome Brown. Hey.
Well, I'm saying because Jerome Brown was that dude was a terrorist.
He was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know. And where you're hiding. Like I said, it's a meme up about us already.
Oh yeah.
I already knew it.
Let them have memes about us, man. It's all right, bro.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, like I'm sad about week 1. You know, you got Fat Zeke going to the Patriots. Always got to find a way to play it, man. Like
we can't avoid him.
Well, I'm not afraid of the guy.
Just stay out of the way.
I think we can stop him.
Yeah, I agree too.
I'm not afraid of the guy.
Here's something I'll put out there. Look at what we did to the Titans running back last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
29 yards. Yes.
And who was their linebacker at the time? Who was that? Nakobe Dean, right? Nakobe Dean was able to.
Yeah, he came in, I think, in garbage time, I think.
No, he came in with Kazir White.
Or did he come in the middle of the game?
I wasn't celebrating when a player got injured, but my God, I was celebrating when Kazir White went down because he was terrible, man. You know what I'm
I think Kazir White should have got benched.
Listen, he bait us, man, because I thought he was going to have a better season with that pick 6. I'm like, all right, you know, this guy going to come in there, he's going to do something. I'm like, all right, we think about signing him again. And then it was like, dude, he did absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think Nolan Smith's going to be good too. He reminds me a lot of Simeon Rice.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Simeon Rice.
Because if you guys remember Simeon Rice, that dude was quick off that edge.
Yes.
Better than Simeon.
And I think this guy, and to be as thin as he is with that kind of basketball body, that dude is strong, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but see what he does is like what Simeon Rice used to do. He kind of does that bend around and gets to the quarterback really fast.
He reminds me a lot like, and I don't want to compare anybody. He reminds me a little bit like Von Miller, where he gets able to bend a little bit.
Well, fun fact, he actually went to that Von Miller camp.
He reminds me a lot like Von Miller. He reminds me of Von Miller. Like, the dude just, like, I think it's going to be a problem. Like, everybody talk about he didn't do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's just hate.
That dude's going to be a problem. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny is
I just think people gonna watch the film. They're quick to talk without watching the actual film. It's easy to get caught up in the drama and say, well, he didn't do nothing. He didn't sack anybody. Well, let's remind everybody.
Well, but pressure means a lot. Pressure means a lot.
It throws off timing and it forces interceptions.
Well, that's what Sean Desai's defense is. When he learned from Vic Fangio, his defense is about keeping the quarterback off balance, which creates turnovers and incomplete passes, which gets the offense off the field third down, which is something Jonathan Gannon couldn't get fucking game plan. The talent saved Jonathan Gannon. It's not because of Jonathan Gannon. It's because of Jonathan Gannon we lost the Super Bowl because he didn't adjust.
Yes.
Well, Jonathan Gannon is a freaking moron. Should never have been the
Yes,
in general.
Hey, well, good luck, Arizona.
I mean, the fact they're already having problems too. They got a quarterback pulling down his shirt like he's a freaking female, and then you got the other guy who's, like, I think it's perfect. Both are losers. Both ain't gonna do nothing, and both are trash to me.
It would be funny if they win week 1. I swear to God, that'd be hilarious.
Oh
that
yes,
would be fucking
please
hilarious.
Washington.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That's the only win you can get.
I mean. And the guy I'm really excited about is, I think Caleb Wallace had a good week. They're saying Caleb Wallace is stepping up.
Oh no!
Well, hold on. Kayvon Wallace is from here. He is from Virginia, believe it or not.
Oh,
and
God.
If you guys looked at Clemson's highlights, he was actually not bad.
No,
the dude was actually physical and everything.
Well, where you hiding? Let me say this, right? If he can turn out to be a Brandon Graham bloomer, right? Because remember, we before Brandon Graham became Brandon Graham, everybody was labeling him as a bust.
Yeah, because he got injured twice.
I'm not falling for it.
Well, just hear me out real quick.
Yeah.
If you saw him in that game against the Ravens, he looked a little. Which again, this is why Sean Desai. I like him because I think he's getting the strength out of the players. When have we ever seen Kayvon Wallace play with confidence ever?
Never.
Exactly. But he did it in that game. and he was actually being physical.
Yeah.
He was actually being physical. And where Kayvon Wallace actually was good at is blitzing, being physical at the line.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then he would get interception. Every now and then.
What do y'all think about that bull that got the pick six the other night?
Which one?
But Eli
versus the Ravens Thursday night, or
Eli Ricks? Eli Ricks? Him?
I've been saying Eli Ricks is starting corner. He's going to be our future.
Well, I think Eli Ricks should have had more playing time than he did, because
he's going to be groomed in this system.
This dude was physical. He was getting up in people's faces. And this dude was almost a little bit like Trayvon Diggs, but he has the potential to be better because he's physical.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
when you press your receivers, you better have enough speed to keep up with those wide receivers, and he did.
Well, here's also my thing.
But he went to Alabama, so, a few of the guys I think he already kind of knew, and Josh Jobe, that's another one. Josh Jobe is actually, I think this is his best camp yet.
Well, he got beat today. Did you see it?
No, I didn't actually.
I didn't see it either.
I mean,
what in the joint scrimmage?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah,
But he
he got,
played good in that game the other night, though. I mean, he was physical. I mean, they called penalties on him, which one of them was bogus to me.
he got beat a little bit, but I mean it happens.
Well,
Also,
it happens. You know, it
this
happens.
Brown reporter, Mary Kate Cabot, said that the Eagles took shots at Deshaun Watson. You sure it's
Oh
not the
man.
your team? Like stop the crying, dude. Like everybody's going to be. It happens. Joint practice, you're going to have chippy moments, man. But you over there crying about they taking shots at Deshaun Watson. Like, come on, dude. Really?
I think it was frustration because we kept dominating them. And
Exactly.
and that other guy, that reminds me of the nose tackle, Moro Joro, is that his name? He had a good game Thursday night. And that dude was breaking through the line. He stopped a run or two, you know. If he's kind of grooming a little bit, he'd be a good Jordan Davis backup. That dude would, you know, that dude would be a good reserve off the bench.
I mean,
Yes.
In a rotation.
I mean, no wonder why they're crying. No fact that I didn't mean to interrupt, but look at Jalen Carter shoved the Brown two-time first team. I'd be crying too for the rookie beat me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be crying throwing a fit too. That's embarrassing. You getting beat
But
by
you can't stop the guy. And on to all these cow bitches that's saying that Mozzie
Mozzie is
Smith is
better.
going to be better. Listen,
Nah, they twisting their words now. Mozzie Smith is a bum, dude. That dude is not even ranked number one. No one had him going in the first round. Only Cowboy
well,
fans.
Jalen Carter was the best player in that draft. You know, I mean,
fans were hoping that dude fell to them, man. Would they stop doing that, man? I hate that shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're overhyping Deuce Vaughn, little Vaughn. You think he's going to do anything with this defense? He's going to get squashed. Like,
but they're trying to make him the next Darren Sproles. See, that's the thing, man. And I said this to where you're hiding on the thing. They want to be us.
they
You
do.
know, they want to have the talent we have. Now, Mark Holmes and everybody else is going to lie to you and say, no, we don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You wouldn't pick Jalen Carter right now? Right now, you wouldn't? Really?
Right.
And
And
They
based
know-
off of the stats,
They knew-
Mozzie Smith has only one tackle. That's it.
well, if you notice this too, just like the Giants sitting here still lying, saying that when they picked Kadarius Toney, that was a reach because we got Smith and jumped him.
But
Mhm.
And they're sitting there
here's
lying,
also-
acting like we didn't want Smith. Yes, you did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, you did.
But here's also my thing, right? Like, they over here making shirts like Dak is the most overhated. How is a man overhated when this man can't win a division round? You out here
The
talking
reason
about
why
Dak
they're
is
saying that
overhated.
is because
The
just
dude-
like
the dude-
before
the
we
dude
jump
is
to you,
only in his 8th season, his 7th season, and can't get past the division round. If that's not most privileged,
well,
then overhated, then come on, bro. Like
I tell you why they're saying that.
Quarterback.
I'll tell you why they're saying that because before where you're hiding in that show when we jumped to you, we them boys was on the damn thing,
Well,
and
he a
then
clown, man. You know the fact that
Yeah.
the funny
Yeah,
thing
he
is,
is.
I'm
He
talking
is.
to him
Yeah.
on IG. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
talk
is.
to him on IG.
And-
He doesn't
when
have
you-
the same energy. He doesn't.
well, the thing is when you ask him a direct question, I asked him if Dak is so much better than Jalen Hurts, why did he get beat by a rookie quarterback?
And he
If that's the
sidestepped the
case.
question.
And he failed. They failed. Well, all of them. Even Duke Ballers didn't answer my question.
He
They
sidestepped
can't.
it.
They
You know,
can't.
all he wanted to do is sit there and talk about Super Bowls from 30 years ago. And then when I ask him, what have you done in 30 years? What he responds to me is beat Tom Brady. I said, but you didn't beat him in the Super Bowl. You beat him it took you 30 years to win a road game in the
Mhm.
playoffs. So that's a fail.
And it took you 8 tries to
fail.
beat Tom Brady.
And we retired him. No, you didn't.
So,
Dude was
so
7-0 against you. Like,
back to the subject because we ain't
yeah.
talking about the
Anyway.
Cowboys. We ain't
Yeah.
talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
They're going to be eliminated. But Kayvon Wall, 17 snaps. When you look at it, Kayvon Wall, 17 snaps at 9. What is it? So small, dude. Hold up. Let me put it up. So,
Give
By the
Kayvon
way,
a chance. I can't believe
It's
I'm
worth
saying that.
pointing-
but-
It's worth pointing out we're the only game that's on Thursday.
well,
Gee,
that's
wonder
nice.
why they did that.
They want all the lights on us.
By the way, them Baltimore Ravens announcers, what horrible announcers, dude. Did you hear them? It looked absolutely horrendous. When I go back and watch the game, I don't want to hear from the Baltimore Ravens announcers, man.
Oh yeah, that announcing was horrible. Absolutely horrible. When Sean Bradley got hurt, they said something about it, then went back to start talking about some other shit. I think this is fucking horrible. Like,
like the fact that you have no class and you didn't care about the injury. Like, I would be embarrassed if I was a fan base and had those announcers as my announcers calling.
Yeah, it's you know, I just, man, it just, you know, it's just really unfortunate that was the case. But from what I hear, this preseason game that's coming, I think Joe Buck and Aikman are going to do this one.
Oh God, no.
Oh God.
No, like that's exactly. So hold on to your hats. Hold on to your hats. I think Romo would have did a better job, honestly. I don't know.
I'm good with Scott Graham and Tucker. I like.
Yeah, I actually like Tony Romo. I actually like Tony Romo as an announcer.
Well, Tony Romo actually, he's knowledgeable, and
he's smart.
He's actually knowledgeable, and you know, they got mad at him actually because he gave the Eagles credit. You know, he gave them credit. Well, you're a cow. How could you do that? You play for Dallas. I don't know, because he's telling the truth.
Yes.
Like, what? Tell the truth how it is.
What do you mean? Like what?
You can't be one-sided.
No, you can't.
You know. I mean,
so they say Kayvon Wallace had 17 snaps, 9 at free safety, 4 in the box, 4 in the slot, 5 solo tackles, 2 stops, 1 forced fumble, 0 missed tackles, 11 snaps in coverage. And,
that's excellent.
Yeah, that's exactly the same way he was at Clemson. He was physical. He was a tackler. He every now and then he would get an interception, but he wouldn't get him a lot of them. He was mainly a tackling physical machine, and I think that's why Howie got him. I think it was the 3rd round.
So Eagles champ, can you look up the QB rating versus the quarterback?
I could try. I mean, if they would have,
if Kayvon Wallace can be over half of that, I don't think.
He'll be fine. They don't break that down. They're not like. I could try.
I would have loved to see that QB rating if he's having that good of stats.
Well, you know, Jalen Carter's. They gave him a 96 point something % after that game, and Eli Ricks was like 93, and I think Kayvon Wallace was 89 or something like that.
So
that's not bad.
Look at Sidney Brown's rankings from last pre 41 snaps, 19 at free safety.
Yeah, he had 9 tackles, I think.
8 solo.
He's another one. Downhill, physical. You know, I think that dude could play right now.
Yes.
I think it's day one start if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying. I think he could play right. Him and Blankenship.
Terrell Edmonds is not doing good, and that's a problem because Terrell Edmonds, I mean, you know, I like him, but you know, if you can make him a backup safety, you think about it. Like everyone do a Reed Blankenship, but I would feel more comfortable. Like if this is Kayvon Wallace, we're getting into Clemson, right? You would have Reed Blankenship, and then you could rotate Kayvon Wallace in, and you would have Sidney Brown on the other side. That's a pretty damn good safety group right there.
Yeah, I don't think we might not even need a trade. Might not even need a trade.
Yeah.
If Kayvon Wallace can be half of that. And I think Sean
waiting for him to take this rope, and I'm wondering if was it really this defensive coordinator? I'm starting to think it was.
Yes, and the fact that
out of him. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, the fact that we're keeping the homegrown talent and don't have to trade for anything is a bonus.
Yes, because you don't have to, you know, because at one point I was on the Devin White train, you know, but
I still take Devin White. If we need linebacker still, go get me Devin White and Patrick Queen. You got a bunch of first round picks. Go get.
And that's another.
Isaiah Simmons.
But not only that, that's another tackling machine.
I'm just hoping this linebacker group isn't going to be a blaring weakness. It is a weakness, though.
I think we can hide it. I think it could be hidden. I think if Miles Jack, he's been taking first team reps.
Yeah.
So if Miles Jack or Nakobe Dean, if they can rotate between each other, I think they'll be fine. I think
That's
we're
the
going to
one
be
thing I'm
fine.
worried about. What if the defensive line doesn't hit home and we have to depend on these linebackers to either get to the quarterback or defend the passes?
Well,
and here's the
yeah,
problem, right?
but I
Here's,
think again, I trust Sean Desai. I trust him way better than Jonathan Gannon. You know, I think he knows how to design things. I think he knows how to kind of tweak this and tweak that.
And
You
mask it.
know, I mean, the guy has a degree, so he's not a stupid guy.
Yeah.
who?
You know, and
Sean Desai or Jonathan Gannon?
Sean Desai.
Oh, I'm about to say Jonathan Gannon has.
Oh no, fuck that guy.
I'm just saying.
The talent saved. Uh,
I just asking. That's all.
oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry. I think I've been around Miss Eagle Champ too long. She's from West Philly, so it's rubbed off on.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jonathan Gannon to come back. Is he going to get a world? Is he going to get a welcome back to Philadelphia moment, or is he going to get booed? I wonder if there's somebody that's going to applaud him.
You're gonna get booed easy.
Well, you know, I think we can stop Zeke over there. I think if we stop that run over there, man, got a chance.
It's game over. Like,
yeah, well, I think we're gonna win anyway. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, week one, what I want to see is a dominant defensive performance. You know, meaning keep them out of the end zone. You know, if we can hold them to under 13 or something like that, or not let them get over 13.
Well, we're blowing New England. I don't see this as a game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win anyway.
I think we're going to drop 40 to 50 points on.
Because they're not stopping this offense. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
They're not doing that. They don't even have the offense to keep up with us. That's why I think we're gonna win easy.
I could see one or two turnovers. I could see that too.
And people could talk about. I didn't mean to interrupt, but people could talk about how the Patriots are this elite team. But really, when you look at, they're not this elite team. They don't have anybody that can really stretch the field. They got who? Juju Smith-Schuster? Really? Come on, bro. And I can't wait for that matchup because he was talking all that crap last year about how.
Oh, I forgot Juju is there.
You know, James Bradbury is going to want to play against him. You know, he's going to want that matchup. Matter of fact, they might put him on Darius Slay because Darius Slay want to shut him up.
Well, you know, people have actually been clowning Juju.
Well, he deserves
and saying that, you know, that he was a clown for saying that, which I agree.
Yes.
And you know, I made a show not too long ago, said after we got Zach Cunningham and Miles Jack, I said, number one defense, y'all need to change my mind. You know, and nobody could really because nobody had a good argument, which they never do. But my point in saying that is I think it has the potential to be that.
So
I think it has the potential to be that.
There was this one Eagle YouTuber I was watching today, and he said that we should appreciate Jim Schwartz and we should give him his roses because even though not a lot of people liked him, he gave us a Super Bowl. Do you think that Jim Schwartz should get his praise? Do you feel like Jim Schwartz?
Well, I told where you're hiding this before we switched over. I said, I don't even think Jim Schwartz would have even did the dumb shit Jonathan Gannon did.
Yeah.
You know, I think he would at least bought at least 2 blitzes.
Yeah.
You know, and Jonathan Gannon didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Anything. No adjustment. Nothing. Granted, Jim Schwartz isn't an angel because when you keep Nate Gary out there for all that time, knowing he was garbage, you know what I mean? You know, he could coach defensive linemen, but he couldn't coach secondary. That was Jim Schwartz's weakness. However, Jim Schwartz would at least bought 1 blitz or 2. Jonathan Gannon didn't do anything.
To answer your question, I would give him some credit, but not really too much credit. He's not the best defensive coordinator in the world.
Yeah, that's why he's at Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll give him some credit, but not really much.
Well, if you're talking about him versus Jonathan Gannon, I'm taking Jim Schwartz.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
Who am I going to take? I'm taking John.
I'm taking Jim Schwartz. I'm sorry.
I'm taking Jim Schwartz in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Schwartz wins you that Super Bowl for sure because he would have.
Yeah, for sure.
Jonathan Gannon didn't bother doing. Jonathan Gannon, you know, don't run the relationship. He doesn't run the pants in a relationship.
Well, see, he doesn't care. He didn't care because he already had that Arizona job. So
Yeah,
he didn't
well,
give a
you know,
shit.
and also the fact that, you know, he knew that he was out of Philadelphia. I mean, you know, the fact he said, "Oh, I'm staying." No, you're not, bro. You did
No,
not
you're
mention.
not. No, you're not.
Like,
And as far as the big game goes, which defensive coordinator created a turnover and which one didn't?
Schwartz.
Thank you.
who got the strip sack? I would guess Schwartz, right? We couldn't even get a
Well, not
strip.
only that, if you retrace history when we had Jim Schwartz those 2 or 3 years, you know, half of that year, we were holding offenses to 230 yards, 275 yards. You know, like passing them, like I don't know if it was total offense. We were holding them barely to 300 yards with Jim Schwartz. Barely. If they got 300 yards, it might have been 302, 306, or something like that. With Gannon, we were giving up 330, 300. Now, we would still come away with a win sometimes, you know, but it's like, yeah, we had 82 sacks, but that's because of the talent. That's not because of you.
Yes.
You know, now before we got Jonathan Gannon, I wanted somebody like Rex Ryan. You know, I think Rex Ryan wins that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, because Rex Ryan can coach a defense. He can't coach an
Rex
offense.
Ryan wouldn't have given up. He wouldn't have given up 30 points. I could literally argue that Rex Ryan wouldn't have given up 30 points in that Super Bowl.
No, Rex Ryan, we would have won that Super Bowl.
Thing about Rex Ryan, though, right? We want to bring these guys in, but they haven't coached in a while. You know, this league has changed.
Yeah, well, that is true.
But
I think
like, John Gruden, and how the fact that John Gruden, you know, he was in the announcer box, and when he came to coach in the NFL, it was horrible. So it's like, do I want to bring a guy like that who hasn't coached in a while when, you know, he hasn't coached a defense since when? 2010 is changed. You know, it's not the same physical defense that it was before. You got to make adjustments, and I don't know if he would, honestly.
EC, I agree with you, but him versus Gannon, I'm taking Rex.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, I take Rex. Listen, I'll take myself over Jonathan Gannon. That's how hard it is.
You know, fun fact about John Gruden.
Jonathan Gannon. I will literally hire a homeless bum to be my defense coordinator. That's how hard he is. I mean,
Jonathan Gannon was another Billy Davis. That's exactly what he was.
No, he was.
If you guys remember Billy Davis, that's what he was.
He was worse than Billy Davis.
Because Billy Davis was complete trash. I don't even know where that guy came from.
At least Jonathan Gannon got us past the second round. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, because Billy Davis was complete trash. Like, and not only that, fun fact about John Gruden, he used to be offensive coordinator of the Eagles many years ago. Fun fact.
Billy Davis, like the recession days.
Yeah, he was when Bud Ryan was the coach. What's his name? John Gruden was the offensive coordinator for Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
But here's what I have to say about these young corners, man. When you look at the young.
I'll take myself over Jonathan Gannon. Jesus.
I would.
Yeah, I would take myself over Billy Davis too. That dude was complete trash.
One quick fact: John Harbaugh was our special teams coach those years.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh, yeah, he was. That was before we got Dave Fibb. I think Dave Fibb was the special teams guy. I think.
Yeah.
So when you look at I don't know if I could pull it up a little bit, but when you look at the grade shown by these two young cornerbacks, Eli Ricks had 21 snaps, 1 tackle, target 4 times, 1 reception allowed for 7 yards, 1 interception return for TD, and 1 pass breakup. Mari Goodwich, 38 snaps, 2 tackles, targeted 3 times, 1 reception, allowed for 1 yard, 2 pass breakups. These young corners, I'm telling you right now, man, you got to find a way to keep them on the roster. You know what I'm saying? I think that Keelan Ringo, I think he's going to be on the practice squad for this year. I don't think he's going to make the team 53. I think that.
But he needs time.
Yeah.
But I think, fun fact again about Mario Goodrich, him and Kayvon Wallace, I think they won a championship together at Clemson when Clemson.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, and it's funny, man, because I remember it was a time, and I know y'all know this, when Philly had a corner problem, and now we don't have it.
Yeah.
And we used to kind of have a safety problem, and we're kind of getting that resolved. Now we have a little bit of a linebacker problem, but I think we can hide it. And I remember watching Eli Ricks at Alabama. That dude was physical. Like
he should have won in the first round. The fact that he dropped undrafted.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't get drafted, honestly, because
I thought he was going to be taken. Because when you look at his film, it's like, where
it's like, why didn't he? But I'm glad that thank God the football gods we have Howie.
Well, I'm glad the Eagles saw that and said, "Hey, let's make a call. Let's bring him in."
Because the last few times, man, Howie's been hitting on this draft a few times.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job.
He's been a very good job, and you know what? I found out why. They hired somebody. I forgot the guy's name. Somebody is scouting for him, and he's doing it.
Jeffrey Lloyd. Jeffrey Lloyd never give him the fully power. Now Jeffrey Lloyd's giving him the power. Now Howard Roseman is producing. Jeffrey Lloyd wanted to be that GM. He wanted to be the guy. He wanted to be.
I'm glad that Jeff Lurie, like Nick Sirianni, had the non-ego and the smarts to say, "Hey, man, look, do this, man. It's for the team." Now, Howie does the same thing. Hey, man, look, I'm not good at drafting. Scout for him. Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, man, we are thankful to have a team that doesn't have an ego. Front office that doesn't have an ego, like Jerry Jones. That can actually think team first. And make it work, because the last few guys from Clemson, this other guy, this receiver, Joseph Nada. Nagata. I'm sorry.
Pretty good, man.
This dude was pretty good too. And these are three Clemson kids.
But you know who really stood out to me as the receiver? Cleveland.
Cleveland is I think Deion Kane needs to get on the field too. Kane actually has potential. Another Clemson kid.
Listen, this is the first time I've ever seen that we have a full roster with depth everywhere, man. Other than linebacker, maybe. Like, you got depth at safety, you got depth at defensive end. They're saying this is the most depth defensive end they ever seen. I mean, reporters are coming out and saying that this is the most full depth defensive tackles everywhere.
This team is deep.
Making plays.
Well, I think we got a deep bench. Unfortunately, Madden, the video game, doesn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not buying Madden, man. That shit's costing me bucks now. What the fuck?
Oh man, you said you wanted to buy Madden last week. Come on, man.
Yeah, well,
2K24 is coming out. They got Kobe on the cover, man.
I don't play basketball.
Come on.
But I think I agree with Dave Eagleshamp here, because I really think we can mask up the linebackers. It's just depending on a scheme here. Hopefully,
I think Sean decides smart enough to hide it. I really do.
I'm really hoping we don't. We're disciplined enough not to bite on play actions.
I think we're going to be fine.
Here's my thing. Not to cut you off. Great conversation. But if there's a chance where these linebackers don't produce, I believe the Eagles are going to address the linebacker in the trade next week. I feel like Patrick Queen is on the verge of coming to Philadelphia.
Either Queen, I'll take Queen or Devin White.
Well, if I had my choice, it would be Patrick Queen, because I think Devin White. I like Devin White.
Well, Pat McQueen is better in coverage, I think.
And even if we're too,
Patrick Queen's only 22 years old.
And even if we're too stubborn to keep these guys, we still have draft picks, unlike the Rams.
Well, if we're trading for Patrick Queen, we're signing him. There's no way in hell we're letting him walk. He's going to be our future linebacker.
Yeah, I think him and N'Kobe together. Oh my God.
You see where I'm going with this now?
Oh my God. Or even Devin White. Devin White's a tackling machine too, but he's not good in coverage. Pat McQueen is good in coverage.
I believe what is it? Patrick Queen's only 23 years old. right? He's only 23 years old. He's going to be turning 23 years old. And if you can get a young star linebacker at that position, then you don't got to worry about drafting linebackers for long, because we don't draft linebackers, period. Last time we drafted linebacker was what? Nakobe Dean, right? So it's like maybe Davion Taylor, but Davion Taylor will release. But it's like if the Ravens want, let's say the Ravens say, you know what, we don't want Patrick Queen anymore, because they did draft Simmons. They did draft Simmons from Clemson, right? So they don't really need Patrick Queen if you want to be. They already got 2 linebackers. Maybe they believe that Simmons is that guy, right? If you got a potential to go out and get a Patrick Queen, I would do it, right? Because you're trying to win a championship. There's no time to sit back and let guys, to develop. I don't got time for that. Especially in Nakobe Dean. I like Nakobe Dean, but you potentially a first-round pick. We got you in the 3rd round because of injuries. You are technically supposed to be a first rounder. I need you to step up now. You had your time to sit back and learn the defense. I need you to be that guy, or I got to go find someone else to be that guy. When I look at it, these linebackers, I want an elite linebacker group, because I feel like this defense is not going to always hold these linebackers to what they're supposed to be. If the defense doesn't get home, well, your linebackers are screwed then. And now you got the draft picks. Why don't go get Patrick Queen? Go get a guy that's going to help this defense. Go get a guy that's going to set the impact.
If we do that, that'll be completely unfair.
Well, I mean, they will still cry.
Completely unfair. Which I want it to be unfair. I want it to be unfair. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these cow bitches will be crying.
But I really don't care.
Yeah, me neither. You did it to yourself.
But like I said, Browns, Jack, and Cunningham don't work out. That's why I said that's the only way I see us going after Patrick Queen. Now, again, I think that they're going to trust these linebackers. I feel like that they're going to trust these Nakobe Dean and these linebackers. But let's say if Miles Jack and Cunningham don't work out, I make a move to go get Patrick Queen. I'm dead serious on that.
Go ahead, where you headed? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, so Dave Eaglesham, what is your reaction to how Tanner McKee did?
I think he did fairly well. I think what's that other kid's name?
Marcus Mariota.
No, the one Ian Book. I think he needs to go. Seriously.
Yeah, they need to shut the book on him.
I mean, don't even put a bookmark where to hold a chapter. Just let him go. Jesus. I mean,
a chapter. The shit is blank, man. It's comic. It's comic.
I mean, he is athletic. I'll give him that. But 4th down. 4th down, and I think it was 4th and 4, game on the line, and yeah, okay, you were being blitzed, but you completely overthrow the guy.
Well, he didn't completely threw the guy. He literally overthrew him. Like, there's no completely. He literally overthrew the guy.
You overthrow the guy. Now, granted,
on the same token, Marcus Mariota was overthrowing everybody.
Yeah, now that's what worries me.
Marcus
I want to say that Marcus Mariota is not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I want to say that. But in college he was overthrowing people. In college he was overthrowing people. Oregon was good enough to go to the championship, but he was overthrowing people then. But I want to say Marcus Mariota ain't as bad as it looks, but
Jalen just he showed me that he couldn't throw the ball. I gotta see him actually in preseason.
All I gotta say is Jalen Hurts just keep sliding. That's all I got. Go out of bounds, do something. Just stay on the field.
Jalen Hurts supposed to throw the ball. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. At least he didn't take a 20-yard sack like Ian Book did.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, man. The instincts. Now, the only thing about McKee that kind of bothers me is, sometimes he'll give up on a play too quick. What I mean by that is like when he feels the pressure, he doesn't get out of it. He just kind of sits there and goes down. And
on the contrary, did you see that 3rd and 11 play? He just stood in the pocket in spite of the pocket collapsing.
Yeah.
Saying, but it was a couple of times though.
That was the best throw of the night, in my opinion. I was really impressed with his performance.
Well, it was a couple of times where the blitz was in his face and he delivered a ball and it was completed. And that impressed me because I was like, okay, he can handle pressure. He doesn't fold. You know, one particular throw that he made that was really good was it was the throw down the middle to King. Unfortunately, it was called black.
Oh yeah.
And it was another throw he made. I think it was to Cleveland. It was like kind of like a short deep pass.
It was like one of them that was called for a push off. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was.
We do not care.
No, we don't. Fun fact: Mike Tomlin grew up not too far from me either, but it was like a floater pass, and but it was like a 30-yard gain. I think that was called back too because they were throwing flags on us like crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be this guy, and you could see your quarterback going like this.
Jalen Hurts almost perfect this year on postseason too. You got to play him to lock up the division, don't you?
That, to me, is the only reason you play Jalen Hurts. If you need to win to get in, that young man has to be on the field as your quarterback if he is healthy enough to do it.
Okay, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, not unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, still went to the Super Bowl that year, so
Good thing
he still
Mitchell
needs to be
was
on the field.
back then.
Yeah.
Well,
I still say we should have beat the
could be
Saints. I
worse.
still say that.
We could have Garner Mitchell over Mariota.
Yeah, fun fact, Gardner Minshew actually threw for 345 yards on the bitches. You know, fun fact, but
Yeah, he still stunk.
yeah, I know.
He still threw 2 picks, but he still looked solid in that game.
I still say we should have won that game. We were
No,
up 10 and got the ball back.
The dude didn't look solid. The dude looked absolutely like an ass guy who couldn't throw the ball for shit. That guy really tried to stare at a receiver when he wasn't open. Like, dude, and between him and Quez Walker's not trying to find the ball. He throwing the ball wherever. Like, dude just couldn't read defense. Like, why are you throwing it in double coverage where safety's underneath? Like, what sense does that make?
Well, he had a nerve after that Jets game. He had a nerve to ask to start.
Yeah, well, now he's a backup for the Colts.
Yeah, exactly. But I still think what aggravated me about that game when we were up 10, we're up 27-10, third quarter, 2 minutes left in the third, and we're marching. And another touchdown would have put that game away.
Yeah.
And God, I wanted him to do it. God, I wanted him to do it just so I could laugh at Dallas's face. Anyway. And it was a backup too. Ooh. Anyway.
Yep.
You go to hand the ball off and you fumble. I'm just like, man.
And you were actually smart with the football. You try to run time off the clock, and this bozo want to fumble the ball.
Jalen Hurts would have never did that. Nick Foles would have never did that. Wentz might have, but.
By the way, before we interrupt, hit that like button, subscribe, because this, like I said, this raw content. Usually we have more to talk about, but when it's regular season, you're going to see a lot more. So if you're new, hit that like button, man. Share, follow these two. Thank you for coming on, and we're going to continue the conversation.
There you go. Give that man this like.
Try to subscribe to me too, guys. I'm trying to get on this road to 100. I'm almost there. I need like 7 more.
Let's get him there, man.
Get him on the road to victory.
Thanks to the clowns. Anyway.
Jerk offs.
Oh, fun fact, guys. Let me just say this real quick, because they're under Philly management. They're talking about bringing the Redskins name back again.
It's better than the Commanders. They don't command shit.
And this is under Philly management, and I think that would be absolutely hilarious that you have more name changes than wins.
Because all that Commander gear that they had to be thrown away now.
Well, what's funny? This is what's funny, right? On the stadium, they have the command center, right?
Imagine you have to change that mascot from the pig to the redskin.
Guys, did you
how
see
are they
this?
called?
Did you
how
see
are they
this
called FedEx
stupid
Field and
song
they
they
don't
made?
deliver?
This stupid song they made. They got another one.
No.
Oh my God! It's and I put up something on Instagram. I said, the Dreams and Nightmares song is so much fucking better than this.
Yes.
And of course I got hate for it. You're just hating on the Commanders, whatever. But anyways,
We do not care.
yeah. Your mascot is a pig, for Christ's sake. A pig. Major Tutty. Yeah.
Major
You can have
Turdy.
that. Major Tutty. That's the
Maybe
name of the
they need to
pig.
change their name. Maybe they should change their new logo to the clowns, because that's what they are, the clown circus.
EC, I've been saying that for the last year and a half. Commando Clowns is sat right down here.
Washington Clown.
Washington Cockroaches is fine with me.
If you saw my show I did last week,
I mean,
it's
That's sewage. That's how we celebrate this, man. They don't do that.
yeah, but Beyonce is gonna perform there, right?
Oh God.
could you imagine the pipes leaking on her too?
Well, the stadium's a dump, man.
Yeah.
It's a dump, man. And and where I'm from, not an hour away, the in Richmond, Virginia, the camp, their training camp is here. I don't know why it's here, but honestly, it's rumored out that they were going to do a stadium either here or tear down RFK and do it over there. Honestly, I was kind of hoping they would do it here, just so when the Eagles play them, I can go and fuck with them in that stadium. And I hope that the clowns are there. And I hope those Commando Clowns are there too, so I can fuck with them too.
Just imagine yelling at the stands like, "You suck."
But their arguments are so weak, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's it, because I said WrestleMania is going to be in Philly this year. Yeah, but we got Beyonce coming to the Verizon Center. What?
So what?
Wait,
They came to
what?
Atlanta too.
1,000 sperm, and you guys were the fastest. Yeah.
So when you look at the receivers, man, Kyrie Cleveland had 44 snaps, 72% out wide, 10 targets, 5 receptions, 68 yards. Then Joseph Nagata, 40 snaps, 93% out wide, 3 targets, 1 reception, 4 yards. Greg Ward Jr., 25 snaps, 92% in the slot, 5 targets, reception, 53 yards. Yeah. I mean, Greg Ward, the fact he's still on this roster, it's amazing, because, like, I call him Mr. Old Reliable, and I'd rather have him over Quez Watkins, because he can catch everything. Oh, he doesn't drop much.
Well, Greg Ward, fun fact, he used to be a quarterback at Houston.
Yes, we know.
He used to be a quarterback. He was a good quarterback too, actually.
Yeah.
So was Kevin Cobb. Garbage. One of Andy Reid's worst picks. Yes. Anyway, yes, I think Greg Ward is a very reliable source, and the punt returning does concern me, because I think Covey has the potential to be explosive. He just hasn't been yet.
Can we please use Devin Allen?
I'm sick and tired of hearing Covey, man. That guy's
Well, man, if Devin Allen was on kick returns, he is fast.
But here's the thing.
He's an Olympian.
Yeah, he was a track runner.
It's not Devin Allen. It's Michael Clay. Michael Clay is terrible, and I don't know why the hell we extended him. We should have went to Jonathan Gannon. That's where you should have went.
Yeah, but Michael Clay, the thing I miss about Dave Phibb, when we had Darren Sproles we actually led the league 1 year in special teams, kickoff returns, punt return, touchdowns when we had Dave Phibb. And ever since Dave Phibb left, we haven't had that since. And Michael Clay is a Jonathan Gannon on special teams. Fucking.
You're better off just hiring Joe Judge. Honestly, he might be a better special teams guy.
Well, I'll say this about Joe Judge. Joe Judge, to me, still is an idiot, but I think Joe Judge, common sense, would at least did a tweak here and a tweak there.
Yeah.
Joe. I used to laugh at Joe Judge when he used to get mad and shit. I thought that was hilarious. Like I thought when we didn't let him win on the last game of the year and they were crying, well, they should know this. I'm like, why should we let you win?
We will never disrespect the integrity of the game.
And I was just like, why would we let you guys in? What reason
games, dude?
would we have?
You stand a better chance versus the Buccaneers than the Deadskins do, so we let the Deadskins in.
Yeah, and they
that was a disaster too because they ended up getting sent home quickly.
Oh, I thought that was great. And I keep telling them week 10 doesn't give out trophies for week. They don't give out trophies for week 10.
You sure about that?
Or a playoff berth or a Super Bowl berth.
Yeah. Oh, yes, they do. What?
They actually said that?
Go to my.
What the fuck? They actually said that?
Go to Big Simple's thing. Go to the one I was telling you about when they played Cleveland. I said that in the comments section. I said they do not give out trophies for week 10 because that's their Super Bowl for some reason. and I said that, and they were like, "Well, they may not, but you know what they do? They give it helps us, just like when we beat John Elway in 1987 and all this." Like they literally said that to me.
Oh,
they literally said that to me. They went back to a Super Bowl 35 years ago and compared that to week 10 and tried to make it like it counted that much. They literally said that to me.
Hang in there, Squidward. It's all part of the job.
No, I think we need Helga on that one. I really think Helga. Dude, they
last time I checked, the Commanders didn't have this.
Oh, EC1, I'm glad you brought that up. According now to the clowns, we don't have that now. That is a beautiful sound.
Ship trophy up there.
Well, where you hide? This is why I have visual aid. I sent it to Where You're Hiding, and I sent it to a couple other people, and I put it on Twitter. You might have saw it. It's literally a clip of Awesomeness telling me that we didn't win the championship game. She literally said that out of her mouth with the peanut butter in it.
She's an idiot. I don't even pay attention to half she says.
And I'm just like,
but why do you feed into her, man? She doesn't know what she's talking about.
But anyway,
I don't even take her seriously.
Another fun fact, it's documented that Eagles have, I think, 9 NFC Championship appearances now. I think that's like more than. I think Tom Brady only had more.
Yeah,
I think that's a fun fact.
Tom Brady had what, 12 or 13 of them?
He had a lot of them. But I think in the NFC, man, I think in over the last 25 years, I mean, I think we have more. And that tells us that we're in a golden era right now And it feels good to finally say that as an Eagle fan, because we know if we've been Eagle fans all our lives, get to the playoffs, choke. Get to the NFC Championship game, choke. Super Bowl, finally get there, choke. This, that, get sent home. And we're finally in this golden kind of era, you know? And it feels really good to when I argue with a Cowboy to say, well, NFC champs, you know.
Yeah.
It really does. It really feels good
I really want that Super Bowl championship ring on it.
Yeah, man. And it just feels good to have the youngest. I know the Giants have the second youngest, but for us to have the youngest trophy so far. I know they're gonna shit on it and go, there's only one, and
I could give a damn if it is one, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, I could say that it's about relevance. What have you done for me lately, league?
And for so many years, y'all said we would never win one, especially through my high school years and middle school years too.
Well, even when we didn't, if you retrace history, when we had Andy Reid and all that, even when we didn't, when we kept choking, we were still beating them.
Yeah.
And or at least splitting, because it's been so many years.
Oh shit.
It's been so many years where it's came down to Eagles, Dallas, Eagles, Dallas, Eagles, Dallas. And the majority of the time, we have beaten them for the division title majority of the time.
Fuck, that's why he's here.
Don't just ignore him. He's a Falcon fan. We're talking football, not
baseball. He'll never get a Super Bowl anyway, so that'll make up for that. We're going to beat his ass in the playoffs again anyway.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Don't worry.
He's talking about the Braves and the Phillies. He's trolling the Phillies.
Well, the Phillies, what are they in second now? They're in second?
Yeah, we're in second place. Yeah, I'm a little bit salty.
You know what's funny about that face? That serious face, and that's hilarious. It really is.
I mean, it's a football stream. It ain't no baseball stream. We talking football, but he bringing up freaking baseball. Like I keep Rat says about baseball. It's football season, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't care about baseball, man. Baseball has been, to me, baseball season. When it's postseason, when we win championships, then we can talk about baseball. But right now, it's football season, man. I could care less about baseball. We can make a baseball stream. You can have where you're hiding and Sleater and the David Eagle Champ, and I will talk about baseball another time. This is a football stream, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect to Sleater, but this is a football stream, man.
I agree with you, EC1 there.
I will say this. I do have the Falcons winning the South, just so you know.
I don't think so. I think Carolina can do it.
I have Carolina as a wild card. I think their QB's too young.
He is young, but the coaching staff there, I think, can groom him. Oh, another fun fact. They said at one point when the Buda Baker reports came out, they said at one point we were looking at Jeremy Chin.
Bro, I just watched the Orioles literally before I came on, bro. Be quiet. Go sit down, man.
He said, "Go sit down."
Go sit down.
Seriously, bro. I
love what he said. Go sit down.
Usually. I don't stream baseball games every time, man.
I think the term is have a seat.
No, that's why I said go sit down. That's my favorite logic right there. Go sit down.
Go sit down. Yeah. That's what I told. That's what I told them boys. I said, have 1,000 seats.
Baseball, like we talking football over here, dude. Like, sis, I understand your Falcons stink and they're not going to do nothing, but that don't mean we have to talk about baseball because you have to, because seriously, no disrespect to you, but you coming in talking to a football stream, man. You did see the football stream, right?
Well, even if he said something about Georgia, that might have counted for
Well, I
something.
mean, that's the only thing he could talk about. He can't talk about his NFL team. We know they ain't going. No,
Sure.
I don't want to hear about the Brady.
There's no chill with him.
But what's that?
I just
What's
don't know
that?
I just don't know how you go into a stream and dictate what I want to talk about. Like you bring up Phillies, like this is a football stream. You can have a stream where I'm sure where you was set up and you can talk about baseball all you want. It's a football stream.
Yeah.
Dude. You know, that don't mean I'm a fake fan. I watch the Orioles every day, bro. How you gonna call me a fake fan, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I think
right
the
now,
Orioles won the other night.
I'm in Eagles mode right now. I've been wanting to see my Eagles for a while. You know, with that clown comment, it's ridiculous, dude.
I've been in Eagles mode since April.
Right. I miss football.
And because what I love about our last few drafts is I mean the creating, like when we lost Javon Hargrave, Jalen Carter is obviously the replacement, and I think he's going to be an upgrade. One, because he's younger. Two, this dude is not human. This dude is not human. Like,
this dude's motor does not stop.
And Jordan Davis, him and Jordan Davis together, that's dangerous, man. That's gunpowder.
Good at
Hey, Slitta, why don't you talk about the fact that we took all your Bulldogs?
Yeah, talk about that one. He can't. He don't want to.
Well, we could also talk about when we bodied Atlanta week 1 2 years ago.
Trolling, dude. You're not good at it. You're good at staying in your corner.
I mean,
I was sitting right next to him.
I mean, we bodied them in the Georgia Dome.
And like I said, bro, go sit them timeout, bro. I mean, you tripping, bro.
No, don't put him in timeout. God.
I'm done with clown shit today, man. I'm tired of it.
Clown shit.
I'm done with clown shit today, man. You want to act like a clown? Go sit in timeout, dude. Seriously. I'm done with that shit. I'm done with peasants coming into the channel talking like they've done something, bro. Come on, dude. You can go.
You can go. You can go.
Today's not your day.
Let me show you the door.
Today is not your date, sir. That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
You have your own platform. Go make a stream about baseball if you want to talk baseball so bad.
His day was supposed to be February 5th, 2017.
Baseball,
really?
according to my logic, is over to the postseason, man. I want to talk Eagles football, man. So I could care less about the Phillies. I could care less about the Orioles. I could care less about anything. I want to talk football, man. And you over here trolling like a goofball, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, go sit in timeout, dude. No disrespect to you. I got respect for you, Slater, but you over here clowning and I got time for that, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to talk football, talk football. If you not, be quiet and stay in the comments. Seriously. Oh, and I got plenty of a lot more, timeout sessions for anybody who wants to come and troll today. I got time all day today. You can be the second one going because I don't got time for that, bro. Like I'm done with playing with people, man. They say, "Well, let them troll." No, I don't got time for that. We out here talking grown man sports, man. We out here trying to have a conversation, and you out here trying to be a football. Like I got time for that, dude. I'm just gonna time people out, man. You want to act like a little child? That's fine. Act like a little child in the timeout session. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh God.
Part of my language, but
Doing will be my
I'm
day.
done with fucking clowns. Hey man, he comes all the time and just troll, bro. Like you got no life, dude. Like stop it, man. Like, you're just out here just trolling, bro. Like no bad blood to him, but I don't got time for that, dude. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, I was trying to show you the Nolan. So Fred Duffy put out the Nolan Smith tape, man, and this is the problem with a lot of people. They don't watch film. He was creating pressure.
Oh, Fan Duffy. He's still doing the draft analysis. Fran Duffy.
No, he breaks down film. He breaks down film. He's a very good.
Greg Cosell's really good too. Greg Cosell.
You know who really is good too? Like I would love him to take him down. Would be Brian Baldinger.
Baldinger. Fun fact: Baldinger
so
used to be a center for the Eagles.
Yes.
So this
Fun
is what
fact.
he put out.
Teammates on Saturday night.
Stuff off so I don't get copyrighted because then YouTube say
There we go. That's a good.
there we go.
That's a
But-
good. That's a
but
good
look how he
picture.
look how he gets there. Look at the bend, man. Woo!
Well, that's what I was telling you guys. Simeon Rice used to do the same thing. Simeon Rice, he did the same thing, man.
The way he just bends, dude, it's just dude, this kid's gonna be a problem, man. Him and Jalen Carter, and you got Jordan Davis, and it's not even the whole defense, bro.
And
He's
now,
against
well, not only that, you got Brandon Graham on the edge and Josh Sweat on the other edge, and if Derek Barnett can get it together, you know.
We're not going to rely on that cat.
Yeah, no. Josh Sweat, yes, but
I can't. No, he gonna be on the roster. We're gonna hear 96 roughing the passer, number 96, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Is this the all 22, by the way?
Yep, I guess so. Yeah, I love watching him bend like that. Ben.
yeah,
Ben
but
knows-
like I was telling you earlier, bro, Simeon Rice did the same thing. You know, it's just like how Simeon Rice used to do. Now, I know a lot of people are comparing him to Hassan Reddick because he has that body type and all that. But this dude is Simeon Rice, man. I'm telling you, like, look how quick he is.
Yes.
That bend, and then he just blows right past you. Like Iverson on a crossover, just blows right past you.
But here's the thing, though. He's a little bit late because of that scheme. It's that wide 9 that Big D does not like, and I agree with him there.
Well, I think
we're going vanilla in this preseason. I don't think we're going to be using much wide 9.
that's what I was going to say. I
Yeah.
think Sean Desai hasn't let his arsenal out.
Yeah,
I think offense, Brian Johnson's kind of doing the same thing.
And if you've been watching the Philadelphia Eagles for years, you know in the preseason they're going to be absolutely vanilla.
Yeah, which is fine with me. Don't bring out all your tools then.
Which I ain't got no
You know?
problem with. 'Cause
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you get later in the season, then you bring your bag of tools, you know.
Yeah.
Frank Duffy does an excellent job breaking that down. Shout out to Frank.
Yeah,
Duffy.
Greg Cosell does too. Greg Cosell and Baldinger. Baldy.
Yep. Baldy.
You know, Baldy, that's a big dude, man. That's a big dude. If you look at him, that's a huge guy. Brian Billick used to not be bad
He
at
did
it.
a very excellent job. Yeah, Brandon Graham got beat on this play, bro. He got beat on this. That guy absolutely dominated him. That would have been offsides right there. Yeah, you got to stay on that line, man. I don't know. Did he get beat on that one? He jumped.
Well,
Yeah, would've been-
I don't think he really got beat. I think he, at the end, was getting around him. The ball was just released. You know, that was one of Andy Reid's best picks was Brandon Graham.
Yeah, Brandon Graham. I mean, people thought he was going to be a bust, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe Kayvon Watts could be a late bloomer. Maybe Derek Barnett could be.
I think Sean Desai can get the best out of him. Like I said, if he can be that tackling machine that he was at Clemson, physical, you know, at the line and physical downhill, like, you know, now the only difference is Sidney Brown is showing it already. You know, if Kavon Wallace can, you know, fly to the ball like he was at Clemson, and it seems like Sean Desai's trying to get that back out of him.
Here, and it's not just the athleticism and the technique.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, look at Jalen Carter right here.
Commentary too.
Look at that swim move.
But look how it's. But you know what's amazing is with one hand, and you know, guys, the club move. That was Reggie White's old move. The club.
Listen, I think Fletcher Cox is teaching him this. There ain't no way a rookie is learning this. I think Fletcher Cox is schooling this kid.
Oh, I still think Fletcher Cox is. You know, he's a veteran. He's still a veteran. I think he's gotten a little slow.
Look at Nolan Smith right here, man. Look how he creates pressure, which is going to open up
He's passing that speed on to him.
Look at the bull rush, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that dip.
That's a strong dude, man. And here's the 4.3 speed right here. Yeah. It looks just like at Georgia over again, bro. How they were creating that pressure.
What are these offenses going to do, man?
Nothing.
I love how Nolan Smith look at this. Look how he bends, dude. Like he's pushing into the look. I'm telling you, Nolan Smith did a lot. He pushed him right into the outside. Jalen Carter.
This is a grown man versus a bunch of kids.
But watch Nolan Smith right here. People are looking at Jalen Carter. I'm looking at Nolan Smith. Look how Nolan Smith pushes the offensive lineman right into the quarterback's face, which makes him, see that and tries to get out the way, and then Jalen Carter's able to get him. Like look how.
Well, Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is stronger than what you think.
Yeah,
that dude is kind of strong, man. And
the funny thing is, it's the same quarterback that we knocked out in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, Josh Johnson. I know.
Yeah, Josh Johnson. Yeah.
And Morrow, he didn't play bad, but you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you go back and look at Anthony Morrow's highlights when he was with the Raiders, that dude used to fly to the ball, man.
Yeah.
Like, and he was with Sean Desai when he was with Chicago. And the same thing, he used to fly to the ball. If Sean Desai can get the best out of him, think about it, man. We could have a linebacker rotation. We could have a safety rotation, and we already have a D-line rotation. We could have a whole defensive rotation.
The first round pick for everybody who thinks that. Look at him.
Yeah, look at Mozzie getting pushed back, right, like a child.
A measly tackle. He got a measly tackle.
Yeah. I heard Mark Holmes.
They're telling me this guy's better than Jalen Carter. Get the hell out
of here. Well, see, if you let Mark Holmes tell it, it wasn't a reach. And I keep telling cow bitches Mozzie Smith was a reach because
let's watch this in slow motion.
Of Jalen Carter.
Let's watch this in slow motion real quick. Just watch this guy get bullied off the line, man. Like, you think that for Cowboy fans who think this guy's going to stop Jason Kelce or even go against Jason Kelce.
Oh, Jason Kelce's going to body him.
You're going to put him on his ass, man. Look how he just gets absolutely bullied, bro. Like, this is not even fair, man.
I think the guy that is playing guard right now that's going to take Kelce's place, I think he'll give him a hard time. If he's Tyler Steed, I think Tyler Steed will give him a hard time. Tyler Steed probably could be a potential starter right now.
Sure. I mean, he has the potential.
That's another one. And let's not forget, Stoutland University can get the best out of anybody.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you go to Stoutland University, you're already a star, in my opinion, because he makes anybody look like a star. It's a
and that's another thing I'm thankful for is Jeff Stoutland. That dude is special, and I think he can make any offensive lineman great.
I mean, you have to be pathetic to have this type of shit, man. Come on, bro. Really, Dak's the most overhated, really.
Well, man, again, man, it's that cow bitches at this point. Ever since Jalen Hurts has overachieved Dak in 1 year, okay,
they're gonna bring out that.
They're just
ever.
Well, at this point, man, they're just reaching. They're reaching for Dak to have some type of due diligence, and they can't get over the fact that Jalen Hurts overachieved him in about 2 years, and and they can't make it. They're trying their best to make excuses. The only other excuse that they have is this 8-3 whatever it is. But I keep telling them, I said, okay, 8-3 whatever, but Dak is 2-4 in the playoffs and Jalen Hurts is 2-1.
Yeah.
So like what are you talking about?
2-2.
2-2, sorry.
By the way,
And
Mojo pushing them into him. That is crazy. I'm telling you right now, man. I ain't really wrong about this kid. Cindy Brown has lightened up the safety room. You know what I'm saying? You finally got a safety, man.
The guy flies to the ball really quickly. Look at this.
And
he only gets about a 1 yard gain, something like that.
Look at the Mojo. Look at the Mojo pushing the guy right into Cindy Brown. Watch. Look,
that's the other thing, man. A Mojo was a force in that game.
He should have been drafted earlier. The fact he dropped towards that, I mean, we got some steals, dude.
Going back to the safeties real quick, it's kind of now I see why the Eagles didn't really press to keep CJ.
Well, they tried to. They tried to, but CJ had already made his decision too late. Yeah. And because they offered him that money.
I think if Brian Branch was in that draft, was on that board before, if the Lions did not take Brian Branch, the Eagles would have taken Brian Branch. I think Cindy Brown was their second choice.
Yeah, I think we would have took Brian Branch too. He was still been on the board. But I'm okay with Sidney Brown after what I've seen. I'm good with that. Even the other safety for Alabama that was with Branch, I forgot the guy's name. He was high on some draft boards too, and he wasn't a bad safety either. He wasn't a bad safety. They had another kid from Syracuse. He went way earlier. And again, I watch ACC ball because Virginia Tech is in there. That kid was good too, and I forgot who he went to, but he ended up getting drafted earlier than both of them. I forgot who that kid went to.
Yeah, Tyler Steen got beat on this, but he'll learn from that for sure. But he got beat on this, but he got beat on this. Yeah, and that would have been a holding too. You hold on that guy, they're gonna call that every time. You gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Steen also can play. From what I understand, he can play tackle.
Yeah.
And
but he's a rookie. I get that, and this is what the joint practice teaches.
I think he's a better guard than a tackle, actually. Yeah. I think he was drafted to play guard, but I've seen his tapes at Alabama when he played tackle. That dude held his own pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think he got drafted to be a guard. And Landon Dickerson was a center, and he turned out to be a decent guard.
Watch just absolutely kills him. This is Denzel Ward, by the way, out of Purple Corner.
Denzel Ward from Ohio State. Yeah, I think he went to Ohio State, didn't he?
Yes, he just puts him on skates, dude. Like Devontae Smith has one of the best route running in the game. I truly believe he's the best. All right.
So we were talking about Myles Garrett earlier. What's going to be a good way to stop Myles Garrett for these first drive or two?
Well, I think if I don't know who's going to be in Lane Johnson's spot. I guess it's going to be Driscoll.
You can't stop Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is just
if they somehow send the running back over to help block, maybe that'll keep him off of or send the time.
That was they're gonna right there. Look at you. Accurate.
They're gonna line up Myles Garrett right over Jordan Mailata again all the time.
Well, Myles Garrett ain't playing the preseason. Their starters not playing.
Well,
probably
a lot of things that or wasn't he now is the starter. And now is a star. Thank you, just Allen. Man, that we turned him into this.
Yeah, who's in the background? Do they have something playing? I hear a loud bass.
Nah.
Well, yeah, that might be you, dude.
Nah, definitely not. It's all quiet in here.
Well, this is the connection.
It's good for someone.
I don't know, man. It sounds like. Hi, Net.
I don't know who it is, but it's good.
Yeah, it sounds like Skynet trying to get a hold of you.
Huh?
Sounds like Skynet's trying to get a hold of him.
Maybe somebody's on McDonald's Wi-Fi.
McDonald's. Well, McDonald's said they had good Wi-Fi.
I always love watching this play. Just the quickness. Guy just gives that.
But McDonald's said I can have it my way.
Leave that girl.
Well, Starbucks is better. Anyway. This is totally awesome. Anyway.
Grasshopper champ.
But did you Nicholas Paul's
And Gus Edwards.
Yeah, Nicholas Morrow. I called him Anthony Morrow earlier. I meant to say Nicholas.
It happened.
But yeah, man, he was even flying around the ball. But like I said, if you go back to his tapes, when he was at the Chicago Bears with Sean Desai that one year, and when he was with the Raiders that one year, that dude was flying around the football.
You hear bass?
And if we can get that out of him, yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, it's definitely where you're hiding. Because look. Right? We take them off. Do you hear anything?
Yeah, it's the Starbucks Wi-Fi that he had.
Oh, he's at Starbucks. Okay.
Starbucks
Really? He is.
No, it's the McDonald's anyway. Oh god.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off anyway. I need to get ready for the morning shift.
Hey, before we go, final words of what you have. What do you want to see next preseason? Who do you want to see?
I want to see Ringo redeem himself after that touchdown that he gave up versus the Ravens. I think he'll do a great job, and I also want to see Jalen Carter just do his thing. And I also want to see another repeat performance from Mr. Tanner McKee. So those are really my three main keys of what I want to see.
Mainly, I want to see Kayvon Wallace see if he can continue this aggression that he has. If Kayvon Wallace can continue this, and Majaro, if he can continue the breaking through continue that pressure. And if Nicholas Morrow can continue to fly around that ball. I mean, I think we already know what we got out of Jalen Carter. We don't need to see no more from Swift. We know what we got in Hurts and all that. Oh, and also if Joseph Nada can continue to rise, because I think that dude could be another Alshon, man. You know, I mean, he's the same size as him, 6'3", 225.
Yeah.
He seems like he's a little bit faster than him, actually. If we can get him on the depth chart, that'd be great. even this King, this guy Johnny King, if I think Ndada is a little more ahead than him. But if somehow we can groom him in the next year, if we can keep him, and yes, I do want to see Jalen Carter continue to put somebody on their ass. But I think we know what we got out of him. But mainly at this point, I want to see Kayvon Wallace continue. Nada, hopefully he can continue to rise. Murrow, if he can continue to fly around the ball. I think those three things, and that'll let me know if I think we got our answer a little already, but I think this game is a little of a reassurance game. But I think we already know. I mean, from what I hear in the practice, our defense has 7 sacks in that joint practice. So I think we know what we got.
Okay. Honey, you want to go?
I already went, remember?
No, I don't remember.
We're grasshoppers, you're supposed to. Anyway.
I'll go. Yeah. The 3 guys I want to see continue. I want to see Eli Ricks out there. I want to see him do it one more time, make the roster. I feel like this guy's going to be legit. I feel like this guy's going to be a star corner in this league. The fact that you got him undrafted when he should have been drafted. I mean, this guy was a number 1 recruit out of LSU. I mean, he went to Alabama as an LSU recruit. I mean, this guy was everything you want, and he plays like Jalen Ramsey a lot. He's very physical. He's not afraid to get in cornerbacks' faces. He has the attitude that you want, and I love the fact he talks back to a lot of. He lets you know when you make a mistake. So I like that.
Correction, real quick. He's not afraid to get a wide receiver space.
Hey, you had your time to talk. It's my turn. No,
it's not fair. Anyway.
But like I said, Josh Jobs, I would love to see a little bit more of him.
Josh Jobs. Yes.
Tyler Steen, I want to see a little bit more of him. And we really didn't talk about the one guy I really want to see, man, and that is everybody talk about Mario Goodrich, everybody talk about him, but the guy I really want to see is Mekhi Garner from LSU. That guy had a lot of potential coming into that draft. And the fact that he didn't get drafted and the fact that he made it undrafted as an Eagle corner, I really want to see Mekhi Garner take another step. I feel like he has so much potential. We got a lot of corners that, unfortunately not going to make the team. And they're talented.
Yeah,
my hope is some of them make back to the practice squad.
Greedy Williams might be cut. That's a real thing. Greedy Williams could be cut.
Yeah, I mean, he talking to the Brown fans. He better talking to the Brown players. He better hope that the Browns bring him back because he might not be on his roster.
And I was excited to get Greedy Williams. I was like, somebody long, lengthy.
I like them coming at LSU, but it's between the injuries and he also is grabby. You know what I'm saying? So he has something to prove too. But yeah, man. I feel like I don't know why you're off the roster. My fault, bro. Sorry about that. I don't know why Greedy Williams was on this is grabby a lot of times. I feel like that he doesn't trust himself to make a play. Even the Ravens play where all he had to do was wrap the guy and bring him down. He couldn't even do that. He allowed the guy to get to a field goal position, and Justin Tucker going to make the field goal regardless. So,
well, I think that before that happened, Howie probably didn't know what he had with the rest of these guys. So Greedy Williams seemed like it was the right move, which I was excited to get him actually, because I was like, man, he's a veteran, he's long, he's lengthy, but now that Eli Ricks has came on the scene, Josh Jobe has been somewhat improving. Kayvon Wallace is even stepping up, Ringo's kind of showing us some flashes. I think now it's like, oh man, well, I don't know. Greedy might be on his way out.
All of your kicks.
He can go with Ian Book. How about that one?
No, we need Jake Elliott.
What? What are you talking about?
No, I said Jake Elliott make all your kicks, and you were like, he can go with Ian Book.
I was talking about freaking Greedy Williams. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, never mind.
Jake Elliott. Why would I get rid of a kicker who's actually doing good?
Not only that, he has a 62-yard leg.
Yeah, that makes
Well, 57-yard
You can't
leg.
get rid of Jake Elliott. You dodo bird. We just paid him a ton of money.
Yeah.
Where you hiding is crashing. Go to sleep where you hiding. It's all right.
Yeah, Starbucks Wi-Fi. What do you expect?
Yeah, you're right. You know, don't let me find out that the whole time you were lying about being homeless, man. You're still homeless.
I forgot all about that, man. I forgot to congratulate you on that.
No, he's still homeless. He's with Wi-Fi now, man.
Don't worry, man. I'm an electrician. I can fix that for you. I promise.
Give him a new job. No, but what else did I want to say? I wanted to say another play I really want to watch would be oh man, there's one more play that I was really high to see.
The grasshoppers.
Trey Sermon.
That
dude's not really doing anything. I don't know where this hype of Trey Sermon is.
Well, because I tell you where the hype's coming from, because they were trying to say that Penny looks slower in that game.
It was all 22. He didn't look slower. He was hitting the holes.
Yeah, but Penny, I don't think it was the fact that he was slower. He was waiting. He was being patient for a hole to move open.
Yeah.
Because when the hole opened, he did gain 9 yards. He did gain 6. And Trey Sermon, well, obviously he's a little younger, but they were giving Trey Sermon more reps because they were thinking that Penny had lost a step. Mm-hmm. And they were thinking he wasn't as explosive. But
well, that's because a lot of people don't know football. You see, they say they're Eagle fans, but they don't watch the film of Penny. Because
it's a lot of people. Just like a lot of people say people are trash, but when they come out of college, but they never seen them play in college. Like, same thing,
You're trying to take a shot at me because it's Assistant Brown, really? Really? That's how you're going to do me? For real? For real?
Well, not yet, but, we're all grasshopper friends here. I mean, what are you going to say?
Or you make the command of Awesome Sports commander voice. I don't take shots at you like that.
Fuck her feelings.
I admit one thing. I was wrong about Sidney Brown, but you didn't have to come at me like that. You didn't have to come at me like that.
Well, we didn't make the NFC Championship game, no way.
No, we just went.
No, we're not champions at all. Anyway,
no, we didn't get a ring with that one.
Yeah, but guess what? Maryland's going 13-0. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, did you hear Sam Howell's going to win the Super Bowl for them?
Yeah, after. The other guy that was on Big, what's his name? Santiago, that guy?
I don't know. The fans are. I didn't know they were still around.
Yeah, well, they only come around when it's preseason. He was like, "Yeah, we look good out here." I said, "Yeah, you guys always look good during preseason."
They didn't look good at all. They looked absolutely trash. Sam Howell looked like a complete joke. Couldn't throw a pass to save his life. He threw one touchdown to Brown. The other ones was incompletions and missing wide open receivers. What are they talking about?
Well, when Cool Cat Connor said the same thing, and when Cool Cat Connor said it, they basically attacked him for saying it.
We said that was good. What do you mean?
What are you going to attack me with? I'll attack you
what?
With. Sam Howell is garbage. I don't care who Commander fan talking to me. Talk to me when you get out the basement. How about that one?
Yeah, you still
got 100 couches, 100 L's.
You still got some basement duties to do.
Sam Howell is going to really disappoint them because they think they're going to get a superstar. They really not.
I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell them he's not ready right away. He's inexperienced.
They're going to learn that.
Well, here's the other thing. Like I told Where You're Hiding before we switched over, I'm a big Virginia Tech fan. I'm an ACC guy. Sam Howell went to North Carolina. Okay. Virginia Tech and North Carolina play every year. Virginia Tech owns them currently. Okay. He couldn't beat Boston when he was the quarterback in North Carolina. He could not beat Boston College, and he couldn't beat Miami, and he couldn't beat Florida State. Okay.
Wow, where's Helton attacking to beat him?
And for them to sit there and act like that he's just going to come in and just wow everybody, you still got to play Buffalo. You still got to play. I think the Patriots will beat them right now. And the Jets, you got to play them. Well, good luck with that one.
They're losing Cardinals.
And Arizona, they think they're going to wipe the floor with Arizona, but don't be surprised if Arizona just,
Jonathan Gannon gets a W.
Oh, if Jonathan again gets a W, they're not going to hear the end of me.
Getting a W.
I will make a movie out of that. I will make I will title that Commander Clown's Trinity.
I hope they start off 0-4. That would make me laugh so hard.
Oh. Fun fact, she said, I can't wait for week 4. If the Grasshoppers do this, I'm gonna do this, and I hope you guys go 0-15.
Their name is the Grasshopper. That's the dumbest thing they ever call us, bro.
EC1, I've been saying that.
That was a grasshopper, bro. Like at least call us the pigeons. That makes more sense than calling us
EC1. I said that on the live stream when I did the show last week. I said
she bounced like a grasshopper.
I said why? What does an insect have to do with a bird other than the fact birds do eat certain insects?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But the reason I think why she said grasshopper is because we bounce around or something, which still sounds dumb as fuck.
Her team, bro, because they bounce around every time with a new name.
It's stupid, bro. And then I got chewed out for saying that. Oh, fuck you, David! I say what I want to say. I was like, well, yeah, well.
Just sound like idiots.
Yeah, but you're gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
Just because they're cockroaches and insects doesn't mean that we're cockroaches and insects.
Well, the funny thing is when she said that when she said that in the comment section, the guy, what's his name? Dubs, J-Dub, whatever his name was. Because he's a Washington fan too. He saw that, he was like, "Who are the Grasshoppers? What is that?" And then Big Simba said, "Oh, that's what Awesomeness calls the Eagles. He calls them the Grasshopper. She calls them the Grasshopper." And he was like, "Well, that's weird." He was like, "Well, that's weird that you would do that." And I said, "Bro, I know it sounds dumb as fuck." And then when I said it, she attacked me, of course. But she didn't attack him for saying it, but then she attacked me.
Players don't even know what she's talking about, and they don't respect her. Says a lot.
Yeah,
they don't even respect her.
No, they don't. And I keep trying to tell her that. I said, and you know what, man? I'm gonna end the Awesomest talk with this. Shauna Gang is actually not her friend, and I'm gonna tell you why. If she was, yes, I'm talking about that. If she was, you know what she would say to her? You go, Awesomest, I think what you said was wrong. I think what you did was wrong, or whatever. She would actually correct her if she did something wrong, but she doesn't do that. That lets you know that somebody's not your friend. But, Awesomest doesn't understand that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, picture, that's why you don't have Wi-Fi. Anyway, grasshoppers never have Wi-Fi anyway. And then you call me a Teletubby, say I'm soft, say I got crooked fingers.
I'll take credit for that.
Yeah, I meant to ask you that. Did you actually say she had crooked fingers, which she does? But
yeah, I did. I'll admit it when I'm savage.
She said that one time on a video. She's like,
my favorite clip from everybody is this guy right here.
I'm a firm believer in this, and tune in tonight, here in a couple of minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. the Cowboys will touch the number 1 seed. The Cowboys will be.
God, oh God, that guy.
He hasn't been on YouTube in a while either.
He's another cow. You know what, man? My first encounter with him, he attacked me too. Because he again on
yesterday I put the We're High with the Champ podcast back, the video, and he commented under there. He said, "Your defense gonna be trash." How can you say that when we have Jalen Carter, one of our best defensive players, and we got better at defense?
But you know what he won't tell you? You know what he won't tell you? He wanted Jordan Davis last year.
I know he did, and he wanted Jalen Carter too. He wanted him to fall to him.
And when we got him. And Jalen Carter this year, all you have to do is see Micah Parsons' reaction. That's all you need to see.
See, they listen to guys like this dude right here, man. And I always will play this clip because it's the dumbest clip I've ever heard in my lifetime from anybody. They listen to
Najee Harris had 74 catches last year. Shit. And he had 1,100 yards or 1,200 yards rushing last year and 381 carries. Dude, that guy is a workhorse. That is Derrick Henry 2.0. He had 74 catches and 1,200 rushing yards and 381 carries. I'll tell you what, Pittsburgh, with the 30th worst O-line in the NFL, got themselves a gem with Najee Harris. I wanted Najee Harris on the Eagles. That's the guy I wanted in Philly. I didn't want Devontae. I wanted Najee.
Well, how'd that work out for him last year?
Wow.
And the thing about Dan Sileo is this, man.
That's his name, Sileo.
Dan Sileo is literally wrong about everything.
Yeah, he's going to be wrong about Jordan Davis because he thinks that Jordan Davis ain't going to be a passer. Okay.
Well, did he see that Jordan Davis actually dropped the stomach?
Yeah.
Like he actually dropped the stomach, and it's a picture of him pushing Landon Dickerson back.
Listen, we didn't draft him to be a pass rusher. We drafted him to stuff to run. I feel like he needs to know what football is because last time I checked, he's never played in the NFL, period. Except for practice squad.
Well, he played college. I think he played college ball.
To be a pass rusher. We drafted him to be
he played college ball, I think. I think he played at Miami.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dan Sileo is last year he was literally wrong about everything. Literally wrong about everything. And for him to say, did you see the video when he said Dak is 1,000 times better than Jalen Hurts? Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh,
and I was like, dude, you got to be trolling. You have to be. You're just saying. You're just saying that. It's no way you can believe that. You're just saying that.
Yeah, how can you believe when this guy's done this?
I be speaking the truth and they act like they hate facts. You cannot for this team.
And ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case.
Last time I checked, I believe Dak Prescott was doing this.
Well, all you have to do is say that Jalen Hurts has a 500 record in the playoffs and Dak has a below 500 record.
Molly, wow, Dak Prescott,
Molly, I feel so bad for the guy.
Molly, from my soul.
Oh.
I was so happy. Look at him.
Greatest fans in the world. The greatest fans in the world.
Hail Marys are Father, Son, the
Where's the last guy? Where's the dude that was crying at the end?
They deserve better. Y'all deserve better.
He was
show them all. Show them. Hold on. Let's take a moment, y'all. Let's take a moment. Let's watch this. There he is. There he is. Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, that's how I want Cowboy fans to look. Look at them. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. This is beautiful. Let me tell you something right now. They deserve it, man. They deserve it.
Shout out to Stephen A. I am fully in agreement.
Yeah. That's not what.
Going into the season is Jalen Hurts a guy? Now it's like, is Jalen Hurts the MVP of the season? What have you seen from your quarterback that makes you go like, yeah, this is our guy?
Well, I know which one thing you want me to say. He's a dog.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's a dog.
Yeah! Yeah, he is. Isn't he?
Let me tell you
Fucking
why.
dog!
Fun fact: Pat McPhee was a kicker.
That's not a dog, man. He's a poodle.
Well, I do believe we had the best coach in the division. Of course, if you let everybody else say that, if you say let everybody else talk it, we don't. But they're gonna say what they want.
Yeah,
and we gotta say what we want.
And I told them about this, man. I said, this is the thing about this great country is
First Amendment.
It's First Amendment, yes. And just like they said, well, this is my platform. This is my. I can say what I want. I say, okay, I can say what I want.
What's so can I?
Like, what do you mean? Like, worry about your team, okay, but stop worrying about our team.
Listen, the Cowboy fans talk about our team every single time on Twitter, on Instagram, everything. Bro.
Well, Mark Holmes has about 16 videos up talking about the Eagles. And the thing about Mark Holmes that really kills me is his logic is just full of hypocrisy, because you're mad that they say Jalen Hurts is good Hey, did you have it? Yeah, I think you should.
That's crazy.
Well, that's what he was doing when he saw Jalen Carter. I mean, Jerry Jones saw that. He had to pick Zach Carter immediately. He shit his pants. Saw that.
Well, I think we should start doing like The Rock when they start saying, "Did
Shut
you
up.
win the Super Bowl?" and he goes, "It doesn't matter if we won or not," like that.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about the shut up bitch part.
That. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that to the clowns. Well, did you win this? It doesn't matter if we won it. Real question is, did you make the playoffs? That's the real question. And they want. Oh, so.
Lil missed the playoffs.
What?
Lil missed the playoffs.
Little missed the playoffs.
Yep.
Instead of little miss that, little miss the playoffs. This is completely not awesome. Anyway.
Oh yes, we're gonna be hearing that a lot this season.
No, man, the best one, like when she raged out, is when we beat in week 3. Oh, that was the best.
Yes, I had
That was the best. When she threw that little thing on the shelf, that when she was mad at Carson Wentz and all that shit. Oh, that was just. And she's like, you're just gonna let him clown you around.
We do not care.
All right, guys, we gone, man. We had enough, bro.
Peace, y'all.
All right, man. See y'all next time. All right, man.